From basketball to wrestling.
It's time to go inside the Episcopal Athletic Machine.
It's time for
the Maroon Rundown.
The wrestling team had a tough task ahead of them when Georgetown Prep came to the Holy Hill.
Come on, Will.
Will Smith started out with a deficit but made an impressive comeback by taking down his opponent and giving EHS the lead.
I pretty much try to dominate kids in neutral, so like on my feet, I try to score as many points as possible. Yeah, just set the tone.
Max Meyer grabs his opponent, lifts him, and slams him to the mat, electrifying the crowd. Nick Carosi, also escaping his opponent there, contributed to the Maroon's success. In the end, Episcopal came out with the win, making history by beating the Hoyas for the first time since 2001.
It was nice, especially since, wrestling here has kind of been overlooked in a way, but to, see a bunch of the students and faculty out here supporting us, it was nice. It felt good.
The girls varsity basketball team took on the Holy Child Tigers in an ISL contest. Mary Ives Giblin steals the ball and converts the layup. Diamond Giroux for three, and it's good. Giroux drives down the lane and kisses it off the glass. Haley Sable with the strong take and finishes with the left hand. Sable again. Less than a minute to go with the Maroon down by 1. That's 3, and that's the lead. Then Maya Thompson finds Giroux down the court, who gets the bucket and 1 to seal the game. The Maroon take down the Tigers for the first time in 5 years.
This week on Coachology, we got on track with Mr. Walsh, head coach for track and field. A native of Canada, his passion for the sport developed out of the blue.
And then I just beat a lot of people, so I just kept doing running. I have no desire to ever run a marathon. Most people think I'm a runner, think that I want a marathon, but that's crazy.
Track has taken him around the world, and he's found his stride at EHS.
I enjoy the kind of range of people in this particular program. I've had a lot of great coaches, so I feel pretty confident that with that background that I could, be a pretty decent coach.
As coach, he has to oversee dozens of athletes. So how does he do it?
There is a lot of different theories about coaching, and there's a lot of different formulas out there for coaching, but each individual needs to be coached somewhat differently. That is something that myself and the coaches here take a lot of time in doing and making sure that we're, individualizing every plan. I'm a sucker for cookies. I can eat cookies, a lot of cookies. Living at Episcopal, pizza obviously is a big staple part of your diet here. Been to see U2 in concert many times. I'm a big U2 fan. My wife and I are. And that's pretty much it. I'll listen to whatever my kids listen to, which is great. So it's usually a varied taste from Hamilton soundtrack to Drake. So I'll listen to anything.
On behalf of the EHS community, thank you, Mr. Walsh, for all you do.
The boys and girls track teams welcomed 7 schools to Flippin Fieldhouse for the Maroon and Black relays. Wano Walker and Ethan Yip set personal records in the 55-meter dash, finishing 100th of a second apart from each other.
Coach here is teaching us technique, and how to have proper form has definitely helped us prepare for this race.
Also competing for the Maroon was Josiah Moses, who put up a solid time in the 55-meter hurdles. For the field events, Parker Jenkins and Leo McCrae had impressive throws in the shot put, marking at 40 feet, 4 inches, and 38 feet, 7 inches, respectively.
I hurt my ankle in the Woodbury game, and it hasn't really been the same, so throwing a shot put is a lot in your lower body, and especially your ankle, so I've been just trying to get used to my ankle and trying to produce good numbers for the team.
Carmela Ribadeneira was also successful in the high jump, as she goes up and over the 4.5-foot bar for a perfect finish. Overall, the girls took first place for the meet, while the boys finished in second.
Episcopal has had a storied squash tradition, but if you haven't watched a match, you might be wondering how to play the sport. Senior Nicole Carino is here to help. This is Nicole's 4th year playing squash here at EHS, and this season she is number 1 on the ladder in the lineup and captain of the team. We went down to the squash courts to find out what all the racket's about.
To hit a proper squash ball, you have to have a good grip on your racket. You have to have like an L-shaped grip, and your wrist has to be locked. There's 4 corners that you always want to hit, but there's 3 layers to a court. There's A, which is the front courts, B, middle court, and C, the back court. And so you can hit a drop shot, which is a low ball in the front, like a kill shot, which like usually lands in the middle, and then a rail, which usually lands in the back.
The boys basketball team put on a thriller against the Bullis Bulldogs. The Bulldogs took the lead and didn't let up until the half, 54-41. In the second half, Bryce Steele was tray away from 3 as he brought the Maroon back within 3 points at the end of the third quarter. The beast was awakened in Xavier Johnson when he shot the Maroon into the lead with a barrage of 3s in the final minutes of the game. Taimu Shenry put the nail in the coffin with a huge slam to send the Bulldogs packing, with the final score 78-75. Our player of the week this week is senior Will Smith, the top wrestler at EHS.
I started wrestling because they did it in PE class when I was in like 5th grade. Really liked it. I used to fight my brothers all the time when I was little, so I was used to it.
It wouldn't be hard to believe that Will is a wrestling natural. Will has worked extremely hard over the years to become a better wrestler, and that has paid off for sure.
I just think about like, you know, like having worked hard and like everything that I've invested, and like, yeah, I think about how I worked hard to get here, and that, you know, it's worth it in the end. So I'm gonna push through, do it for me, and then do it for my teammates who work hard for me also.
He wins the vast majority of his matches and has won several tournaments as well. Will is almost like an extra coach as he frequently helps his teammates master their technique. Will plans to continue his wrestling career at Williams College in Massachusetts.
Let's run it down.
Max, you didn't say it.
I actually gotta say, let's run it down. That's it.
That's it for the Maroon Rundown. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ready?